Well, a pleasant good Wednesday is hump day. Mike. Wednesday, and it's time to go to Premier Cooperative. And we'll take a look at those overnight markets with a good friend, Doug Kropp. Going to your Premier, Doug?
Yeah, good morning, Gail.
Well, beans a little stronger, corn a little bit weaker, but not a whole lot of activity. It's kind of like a lot of traders just didn't want to trade last night.
Yeah, pretty light activity. Not a lot of news stories, but I think it's a positive story that we have beans a little higher and corn steady. Just because yesterday we did see a little bit of a decline in the market. I think it was just time to see the market set back a little bit.
Yeah.
Nothing major, but the fact that we bounced back here, at least to start out today, has got to be a good sign that we're well supported at these levels.
Well, along with that, Doug, the WTO ruled against the United States in favor of China for the tariffs that was put on. But I don't think that's going to mean a whole lot, especially right now, because China, even though they may have won that suit, we still got their money for that length of time, and they've got a huge appetite. And actually, I'm seeing reports that their corn crop especially, is not too good.
Yeah, definitely. So, the World Trade Organization ruled in favor of China yesterday, but I think it's just a process. Obviously, it'll get appealed and all that as they try to set back things, and we're going to push back against that. But the news story really is that China still needs the U.S. supplies of soybeans, and they will continue to at least, I think, take what they purchased and probably purchase more. Brazil won't have a supply available until at least February or March, if not later. So, we're in good shape there. And then China's corn crop, on the corn side of things, we take a look at the weather as always being a main factor, and then we look at the U.S. weather, and obviously North and South American weather generally is the biggest stories, but weather in other countries as well. China has had some storms and flooding and high winds and lowered their corn crop, and so they're at a record high. And then in the wheat market, there's some stories about the Ukraine and continuing to stay dry. Their wheat crop last year was a little bit less due to dry weather, and they're starting out this fall going into the winter planting or the fall planting season for the winter wheat being very dry again. So, world weather across the world definitely is something to watch.
Well, several other moving parts as there is every day, but we'll need to watch how the ports survived the Hurricane Sally as the hurricane is really hitting in an area where we've that barge traffic and loading and unloading of ships is very crucial. And along with that, we're seeing some harvest results coming in, the early harvest, and that's all over the board from 115 bushel corn all the way up to 250 bushel corn, some reports across the western belt and the deep south as well. But we'll have to see how that remnants of Sally moves up through the Midwest as well, because it's packing an awful lot of rain. But anyway, that's several moving parts, and we appreciate Doug Kropp from Premier Cooperative. Let's just go ahead and take a look at those numbers, Doug, as they continue to trade. Doug? Okay.
December corn right now is off 1 cent at $3.65 even. March 21 corn is down a penny at $3.74 3/4. New crop 21 corn is down a half a cent at $3.86 even. In the soybeans, November beans are up 5.5 cents at $9.97. January beans are up 5 3/4 at $10.01 1/2. New crop 21 beans are up 3 cents at $9.62 1/2. And the wheat, that's slightly lower, with December wheat down a penny and a half at $5.36 3/4. And new crop July 21 wheat is down 2 1/4 cents at $5.49 1/2.
Doug Kropp with us each morning from Premier Cooperative, looking at the overnight markets and forward to the day trade. Doug can be reached at the corporate number at 217-355-3369. That's 355-3369. And, of course, you can always go to their website, premiercooperative.net. Thank you, Premier Doug. Have a Premier Wednesday.
Thank you, and you do the same.